All right, I think we're live. We're live. Welcome, everyone. So we got a verdict. We have a verdict in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. We knew this was going to come hopefully this week, but who knew it was going to come today? Let me now stop this and let me look at Law and Crime because we're going to be looking at their stream because they have the best audio. Hey, everybody. Hey. Defamation cases are so hard. Yeah. It's crazy that something didn't happen, which is tough. Oh my God, I'm nervous. Oh, you're nervous. I'm nervous too. Kevin's excited. This is what we've been watching for 6 weeks, right? This is what we've been watching for 6 weeks. Hey, what's going on? Hey, everybody. Hey. So two things. Number one, if you guys expect other people to be here, everybody's kind of doing their own little live stream. It's funny, I picked up my kids and I came here and I was like, I'm going to jump on. And I was like, you know what? I'm just jump on with you guys and just watch it. What are my predictions? My prediction, Johnny's going to win the first claim. The next two, I think he loses, and the last one, and I think Amber Heard loses all of her claims. So I don't know. It's crazy. Let me see. Let me put a poll in the chat real quick. Who won? Who wins? WH, who won? Who wins? What are your predictions? And I'm going to put Depp, Heard. Let me know what you guys think. Who wins? And I'll take care of that right after I'm here. We got a $10 super chat. Does the jury have to be unanimous? Yes, the jury has to be unanimous. So we have a lot to discuss before we get there. So just so you guys understand where we're at, I'm going to start. Let me take you to the verdict form. We already know what the verdict form looks like. We already know what the verdict form is. You've seen it multiple times on this channel. So I'm going to take you to the verdict form so we can see what the jury has filled out. Open in new tab. So let's look at the verdict form just so you guys can see the questions the jury answered while we're waiting on them to get back. Let me go to, where's this video? And here are the verdict form. So let me share this verdict form with you guys so we can see the verdict form. Here we are, verdict form. Boom. All right. So here is the verdict form. I'm going to splash it up on screen. And this is the verdict form the jury has filled out. So they've answered all these questions either affirmatively or negatively. I don't know how they've answered them, but this is the form and essentially the judge is going to be reading the answers on this form. As to count one, how do you find? We find, that's the count two, so forth. And this is not, people don't think guilty or innocent, think liable and not liable. I'm doing all right. I'm nervous. Like if I tried this case, does anybody else feel nervous about this? I don't know why I'm feeling so nervous. Scott says, can you explain why they showed depositions if they aren't evidence? Okay, quick, just so I can explain this. Some of the depositions are in evidence. So if both sides agree, which happened in this case, that hey, it's okay to play that deposition testimony, then yes, those depositions will be allowed to be in evidence. And so both sides have agreed. So yes, that's why some of the depositions were in testimony, not all. Some. Eve Barlow is gonna be rage tweeting. She already hates me. Eve Barlow is Amber's do or die, and she's gonna go with Amber, all the way to hell if Amber goes. Her name is Eve Barlow. So, it's wild because in this position as a practitioner, you want to see justice, right? You want to see justice. So, I think justice in this case can come in two ways. One, Johnny wins, right? Johnny wins his justice, I think. But I also think that justice has already been served because think about how his reputation was before this case, and think about what his reputation is after this case, right? It's two different things, and I think that's the power of bringing this case to trial. Like, it's funny because a lot of people are like, yo, Nate, why would he bring this to trial? He's being dumb. I'm like, no, Johnny's not being dumb. You bring this to trial. You bring this to trial because you believe you can win. And I think he had to bring it to trial, right? I believe he had to bring it to trial because nobody was listening to him. He's like, this broad is crazy. She's done all this stuff. She's the one abusing me. And she's going out there telling people I abused her. This bitch is crazy, right? And he's like, yeah, here's the evidence. Nobody listened to it. The judge in the Son case is like, even though, she lies in the oath and she tells people to lie, but we don't care. We believe her anyway. Like, it must have been tough. But then you got to think about it on Amber's side too. She might be like, my God, if the jury finds in her favor, there's going to be one or two statements that happen a day, right? So let me go back to if I was on Amber's team. Amber's team has two statements prepared. Statement one, if she wins. The jury got it right. I am a survivor. The system is perfect. Thank God for me too. I'm a victim. Yay. That's Amber's first letter. That's the first press statement. Press statement two is going to be, this is a horrible thing. Me too. Obviously, men are the abusers, and this should have never happened, and the system is corrupt. So they have those two statements ready to go. If she wins, they're going to have him at a podium. If she loses, she's not going to be at a podium. They're going to release a statement through her PR person. And the same for Depp too. But this is crazy. This is exciting. Let's look to see, since we're here too. You know what? Let's first let me answer a couple of these questions, and then we will come. Then we're going to look at to see what everybody else is saying, because I'm going to sneaky and look to see how everybody else is reacting to this. So first, let me answer a couple of these questions that you guys have brought up. So, question, Nate, do you know you demand? Thank you, Brent. I appreciate it. Love all the coverage on this as well as other issues. You try to keep your own opinions out of the way of the law. Yes, and that's tough. A lot of times it's tough. Can you believe, like, I've been called from misogynist, racist, and ultra right wing. Then on the other side, I've been called a feminist, ultra left wing, BLF. So it's, but I'm one of those people, and I think that's the reason why this following is growing. It's because I'm one of those people who, let's just cut through the BS. Let's cut through the bullshit. What are the facts? What's the law? And how can we resolve this? And I think if you do that with this case, you get there. You get to a Johnny Depp win because the facts just so on his side. Maya says, Nate, do you think it's weird that AH is going to be there? No. If it was me, I would be there. So, but it's the reason why it doesn't matter if Johnny's there or AH is there is because there's nothing that the jury can't say, I'm looking at Amber and I want to take it back. I want to take back all of the I want to take back the verdict because it's done. So, she can do whatever she wants at that point. She's not putting on the show anymore. Can Depp appeal? Yes, he can. He can definitely appeal. If he loses, but either side can appeal if they lose. And hi, Nate from the UK. If Johnny wins, can he collect? That's always the issue, right? I don't know if you guys ever heard judgment proof. That's essentially what it is. If I get $1 billion judgment against the bum, he can't pay me. So it's what they call judgment proof. I don't think Amber's judgment proof though. She's going to continue to make movies or do whatever. So he's going to get some. He's going to be able to tax that income. And happy birthday, Eagle Globus. It's not my birthday, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yeah, on one of my profiles, the standard thing was like June 1st or whatever, so I just put it there. I didn't change it. So yeah, so it's June 1st. Sorry about that. Yeah. But no, it's not my birthday. I'm a September baby. So just so people know, there's no jail time. I see people looking talking about, is there jail? There's no jail time. There will be no jail time. Nobody's going to jail in this case, even though it's sad because just imagine if you weren't in the position of Depp, if you didn't have this type of money to fight it, right? Because let's say even if Amber Heard wins, I don't think too many people are going to be like, oh my God, she deserved this win, right? It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Happy Otis Day. Thank you, Secret Squirrel. Thank you. Here it is. If AH wins, she's this generation's OJ. That would be true. That would be true, where everybody knows she did it. That, you know what that would be? Some people are saying Casey Anthony. That would be true. That would be true. This would be crazy. 20 minutes, people. 20 minutes. We got a 20-minute countdown. Wow. Hold on. Let me open up this over here so we can, because we about to get full verdict right now. So, all right. So I'm just setting up the back end of the stream. I want to make sure that this stream, in case something happens with this computer, I have a backup so you guys will still be listening to the stream. Eric says, can she declare bankruptcy on all but the $350K, right? For what I'm assuming, yes, but I'm not a bankruptcy attorney, so take that with a grain of salt. But generally, I know, because I'm not sure. I know sometimes there's rules for intentional torts, there's rules for non-intentional torts, and for punitive damages, no. I know for a fact you can't take that. You can't declare bankruptcy for that. Hey, you're the best, Nate. Thank you, Valerie. So yeah. So if she's not going to be able to bankruptcy her way out of punitive damages. Punitive damages, so $350K. But I don't know if she can do it with an intentional tort, because intentional torts are sometimes the same thing. Hold on. How is this stream? Close this. All right. Here we go. Gotta go back in here. All right. So right now, the courthouse seems to be. Let me pull up the courthouse for us. But I don't know. It's funny because I'm confident that I think he's going to win, but I'm not confident in that it's going to be such an easy win for the jury. You know what I mean? I'm pretty confident that he's going to win. Let me put up Law and Crime so you guys can see that. Sorry, I'm working with two computers here, and I want to make sure I get everything set up so we don't have no issues, right? But we got no mic issues, no hearing issues, none of that. And we're going to be looking at some other coverage too. So we got 17 minutes. I feel like putting a clock up, 17 minutes. Let me look at that poll in the chat too, because I know I put the poll in the chat. 95% of the people say Depp is going to win. I hope we're not shocked, people. I hope we're not shocked. Because I wonder, you know what? If we were on YouTube during, let's say if YouTube was around during OJ, I think that poll would have had like 95% that OJ was going to jail. Right? It's like you don't know. Oh my God. Let's go to Law and Crime Network. Yes, Law and Crime. You got the best audio in the game. We get Depp for the win. Depp for the win. Let's get some more questions. How do you think the outcome of this trial will change future high-profile defamation cases? For example, the upcoming Manson trial. I think, and thanks for the super sticker, Gail. I honestly think, Gail at night, love you, Gail. I honestly think that it's not going to change. The only thing it will change, I think, is the way the coverage, because Johnny Depp I think Johnny Depp is not as successful in winning the PR battle if it's not televised, right? The fact that we all saw the evidence for ourselves changed the game for Johnny Depp. And think about this. There were two high-profile defamation cases, right? Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, but there was also Kim Kardashian versus Black China, right? The Kardashian family was all sued. No one's talking about that case, right? You saw Kendall, Kylie. The Kardashians alone have more followers and everything. They blow Johnny Depp out of the water. They're billionaires, right? Blow Johnny Depp out of the water. The same thing, domestic abuse, all the same issues in that case too that was in Johnny Depp. But why aren't we talking about it? Why aren't we? It's because it was behind closed doors. There was no cameras in the courtroom, and everything that we heard had to be filtered through somebody else. And that's why nobody's talking about that trial. But everyone's talking about this one because what they did was make us jurors. They essentially made us the jury. You sitting at home, Johnny Depp said, I don't want the people just sitting in the booth to be the jury. I want you to be the jury and you to see what the evidence is. And then no matter what happens, you need to come to this conclusion. And that's what I think the power of what happened with this Johnny Depp case. Miguel says, absolutely excited to see your reaction on how Amber Heard got Sparrow today. I'm excited. I feel like I'm too excited. I gotta calm down. I gotta relax. Let me woosah. Because it's about to get crazy up in this bad boy. It's about to get insane. Let me make sure I set this up. So I want to make sure I have it on 2 screens so we don't have any issues. We're gonna play a little bit of it too because I want to make sure the audio's right. So let me share this. Let me expand this. And you guys gonna help me up. Have to help me with the audio. Make sure the audio's good. Oh, why are you acting up? Don't act up. You know, better not be acting up now. All right. What's going on, Law and Crime? All right. So I'm sharing this screen. I have to restart this computer.
Amber Heard says it was sexual assault by Johnny Depp. Why don't we listen to the audio of them that was played in the courtroom?
You guys should be able to hear this and me. How am I sounding over this? All right. Good. And since I have been doing this thing. So this is working right now. All right, good. I'll remove that. All right. So we're good. All right. So everything. I'm super loud. People say I'm super loud. I'm gonna go back and listen to it then. Am I loud? Some people are saying 5 by 5. Some people are saying loud. I was in high school during an OJ trial. Me too. There was a huge cheer in the cafeteria when the verdict came in. Michael Roth. There was where I was. It was like we all won the lottery. It was like, oh my God, he won. So, all right. I don't know. Even though I do think out of all this, you know, everybody's saying audio's good, sounds good. You see, you trolls are trying to get me. Thought you got me that time, but I got the chat. My chat. Let's see. $10 from Clark. If you do not pursue perjury on such crazy lies on the stand, if you do not pursue perjury with such crazy lies on the stand, why would anyone ever bother to tell the truth? That's true. I think her lies have just gotten so crazy. Like the thing is that, and I did a quick video earlier today. So many things that just line up that just like I'm looking at all this. I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. Right? It's not. It's funny because as a professional, right? I would tend to believe a victim, right? She says, I'm a victim. I'm going to believe you and then look at your claims. But in this case, it's not this. It is not this. It is essentially, she's saying, this happened to me. And she's saying, here is the evidence that this happened to me. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, that crap ain't happened to you at all. It don't look like it, right? It just doesn't make what you're telling me doesn't match the evidence, right? And then you go to Johnny's side. He's like, here's the evidence. Here's everything. Here, look at it. Look at all the evidence. All this evidence. Look at it. And you're like, Well, somebody said they're in the courtroom. You see, I'm looking. I'm on it, baby. I'm on it. We're not live yet. As soon as we go live, we're gonna be up there. But I'm on it. Trying to trick me. But I think they're getting back. Remember, there was an hour thing they had to do for the hour. How common are perjury charges? Does it even matter which type of court it was made in, civil or criminal? No, it doesn't matter. Perjury charges are not that common, but the issue with perjury charges are that it's the district attorney that has to bring those charges. So it's not like Johnny can go there and say, I'm going to bring perjury charges to you. It's the district attorney that's got to bring those charges. And I don't think a district attorney wants to get involved in this mess. I wouldn't if I was the DA. So it would be a criminal, but generally what happens is there'd be a recommendation to the DA's office, and then that will happen. Hold on, let me put up this feed because they are in the courtroom now, getting ready. Let me let you see what's being said. Oops. Turn this bad boy up.
Verdict comes in and everyone starts to stream out. We'll be getting interviews live on the air, but we've also seen a lot of the fans, a lot of the spectators who are here for the duration of the trial. Well, they've all been watching our coverage. They've all been watching all of the online commentary. They knew in the 1 o'clock hour when we said we had reached a verdict, they heard, they got in their cars and they headed over here. And
so now we see. So everybody's headed over there. I've been watching Nate before it was cool. Oh, thanks. Congrats on all the success, brother. You are no security guard, but hey, we all can't win that hard. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's Tatted. Love you, Tatted. Charging potential victims. I don't believe she is in the case. Charging potential victims. I don't believe she is in this case. With perjury isn't the right precedent. The problem is that, all right, I'm going to say this, and I don't want. Hopefully, people will not be offended by what I say. Let's just be honest. The reason why they're not probably going to charge Amber Heard with perjury is for two reasons. Number one, and I'm just going to say this. Number one is they are afraid that by charging her with perjury, that would in some way harm other victims, right? That would in some way make other victims afraid to come forward because they would think, oh my God, they look at Amber. She said this happened to her and they locked her up because they said she was lying. So that's the mentality of why generally they don't charge perjury in cases like this when the person is out and outright lying in these sexual assault cases, because they feel it's going to have a chilling effect on other victims. Now, you can agree with the sentiment or not, but most jurisdictions have, go with this particular thing. So I just want to be very clear that that's generally how it happens. And I think we have to realize that there is a chilling effect because there may be some victim who believes Amber, right? Who believes what she's saying. And if she, is thrown in jail, they may say, oh, well, I can't tell my story because look what happened to her. I'm not saying that's in all scenarios, but I do believe that that's the argument on why you wouldn't charge Amber with perjury, even though I think it's clear that she's making it up. She's making it up. Like, she's obviously making it up. Yes. And thank you, Logan Foster. She's making she is making it up, people. From what I'm seeing, she is making it up. So now after 3 days of deliberations, so we got that. Let me pull this off the screen real quick. Let's look around to see what everybody else is talking about. Let me pull up should we go to Joe? Let me go to Joe's stream. Joe, Good Logic. Let's see what Good Logic is doing. We got 5 minutes, people. Just want to see what my boy, this is Joe Neerman. Let me see, share. See, so here you get to see all YouTube Lord Tubers, right? Because we about to check them all out. All right. Here is Joe Good Logic. So Good Logic is in there. They are just watching the
Chris
stream
Cornell?
like us.
He was good friends with Johnny Depp too. He sang the "In Your House."
So they're not even saying that. They just screaming.
For all I know, you're composing this as you sing it, which
Joe!
I do sometimes also.
We watching your stream. You got to get something better than this.
Not be here right now.
I'm not the only one who's saying who's Chris Cornell. So Hillary Thabis is vindicating me. God bless.
You know what, Joe? We only had a couple of minutes. We gave you some love. Let's look at Rekieta. I like to call him Rekieta, but Rekieta. Let's go to Rekieta Law. Let's see what Rekieta's doing. So he's live. Wow, he's got like 50,000 people watching him. Let's check this out.
It's up to you, I guess.
Here's Nick.
Don't take photos.
Andrea's in there.
If you do, don't send them.
Runkle's in there.
John Wells' verdict is in. Yes.
Here we go.
David says, so ignorance of the law is an excuse? No.
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
It is not an excuse.
Genuine ignorance or mistake of fact can be an excuse at
Racket.
times.
$5, Nate. Thank you so much.
It's very specific
for taking us on this
to a
journey in the last
specific
couple of weeks.
thing.
Justice for Johnny.
But,
I
I think this is
appreciate
in
it.
reference
I know
to the actual malice standard,
One
which
of
the
the
law and
things-
crime guy said
one of
was
the things with this trial that was a little tough was that this trial is more sensational. And you guys know I like to get into the weeds of the law, and that's why, you know, when you come to my channel, we're looking at verdict forms, right? We're looking at this. We're trying to figure out what's the standards of review and all that type of stuff. And I know for this, you know, you got to be quick and you got to, you know, but it's tough. It's tough. Here is Hurricane says, shouldn't it be punishment for lying though, besides losing? Yes, I agree. I think in most other situations you'd punish the person, but there's a, you know, and I hate to say this, there's a public policy issue that we don't want people, we don't want women who may be
which
in
is why this case
it's already
so
hard.
far
It's already hard for them to come forward. So they're saying, since it's already hard for them to come forward, why make it even harder? Why give them something else to think about? And that's, you know, I'm not saying I agree with the argument, but I just want to let people understand that is the argument. Here is Lethal Latin, prepare for AH, worst acting ever. All right, guys, seems like we are here 3 minutes in. Let me remove this. Let's look at Emily D. Baker. Let's see what Emily's saying. All right. Emily D. Baker. Her chat is on fire. Come on, Emily.
Into trying to prove what the underlying, e.g., all of my coverage of the Girardi case. So generally, when you get these big settlements, the money goes into a client trust account. If the attorneys are on contingency, then those will come out. Fees will come out. If the attorneys have been paid and the fees have been paid, then that won't come out. And then it'll just get paid out to the client. Normally, it doesn't get paid directly to the client, but it's going to depend on how these law firms do things. If they're on a payment plan.
Emily is right.
When I talked about the Keemstar Romeo Lacoste case, in that case, this is the court getting blurry, not me. In the Keemstar case, the Keem won. He won lawyers' fees. And then it was, I remember
the Keemstar case. I want to hear about Depp Heard, though. Don't get me wrong. Emily's my girl. I love Emily. I love her coverage.
And feel free
I want to hear
make whatever kind of noise that they want.
Keemstar, that was
from their
ago.
desk or wherever they are, and that way we won't be disturbing anybody for this whole.
Wow, look at how many people are inside that chat.
Okay, yeah. So see you on the other side.
That was Alita's super nice way to tell us.
So Emily had 200,000 people. Legal Bites got Nick has almost 100.
Totally warranted.
Legal Bites got like 60,000.
I know, like we are all.
I love
Emily.
Emily's
right now, right?
Great.
Like we are all like very much on pins and needles.
Oh yeah.
And everyone is going to have their reactions. So
Emily,
Legal Bites ready.
Legal Bites, you're done. It's 1 minute. 1 minute to showtime. We're going to showtime. Boom, and here we go. Let's do law and crime. We're going live.
Before, and then at that point, so the judge will know right before we vote.
Okay, so this is all kind of happening in.
So this is happening in real time. So right now we're waiting. It's about almost 1 minute to. Let me throw a quick poll in the chat. Chat. I'm going to ask you first. Do you think Amber wins her claims? Here we go. First question. All right. Do we think Amber's going to win her claims? I'm always asking you about Johnny. I'm asking you about Amber now. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Mega pints. You know it, baby. I felt like grabbing a mega pint for this. A mega pint of wine. Here we go. Everyone's like, no, why are you typing in the chat? Here's the poll. Forrest Ned says, if Johnny had provably lied, would he have been charged with perjury? Possibly, but even in criminal cases, because let's. Oh, judge is here. Let's get to this. Turn the volume on. Here we go.
Gallery reminder: this is a court of law, and regardless of the verdict, I will not tolerate any outbursts whatsoever. Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Come on, Judge Jenny. It's all choppy over there now. Let's get it. Gotta remove this phone. Polls over, people. 95% says she's gonna lose. All right. Jury's walking in. Johnny's not there. We're all quiet as a mouse right now.
If I could have the attorney's approach for a moment.
Oh, the attorney's approach. What's going on? Why are you giving us on pins and needles like this? Give us the verdict. It says, what grounds can AH appeal on? Is many grounds that, she's got a lot of avenues. She's got a lot of avenues. But, I'm assuming she's going to say, the judge got something wrong. Evidence was put in that shouldn't have been put in. The normal, I want to win stuff. But we'll see. I would appeal if I was her. I would definitely appeal. Grammy says if JD wins $1 in legal fees, he will be happy. Not about the money for him, but about clearing his name. Yeah, but I think he's already cleared his name, though, Grammy. I think his name is clear. Right?
All right, again, you're looking live in. Okay.
Cut.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what I need you to do, I need to give the forms back to you. When you find for a defamatory statement, one or more, you need to fill out the compensatory damages. It has to be at least $1 for compensatory damages and up to whatever you feel the damages should be.
Somebody has won. They cut the feed. That's their feed. Somebody has won.
Back to the operation room and do that for me, okay?
Okay. So that means somebody has won. They found someone to be defamatory. All right. So let's just make it very clear. Somebody has won. We know somebody's won. And we know the jury has found someone's been defamed. And they forgot to put how much.
All right, so we'll be in recess until we hear back from them. Don't go too far, okay? Thank you.
So somebody has won. We don't know who won yet, and we don't know how much. They forgot to put how much they won. So somebody has won.
Well, just as we were telling you, this could wrap up in just about 10 minutes by 3:10, 3:15.
So somebody has won. Somebody has won. We don't know who won, but somebody obviously has won because the judge looked at the verdict form and it was like, oh, they didn't put compensatory damages. Somebody's won. So they know. So what do you think? Because now, obviously, the attorneys know. Right? The attorneys have to know. If they forgot to put the compensatory damages, oh, send them back, have them put it in. Who do you tell Amber? Amber, they found you. Amber! That doesn't look good! They're pulling out compensatory damages. You're going to have to pay somebody. Wow. Let me know. Who do you guys think won? Somebody's won, right? There's no way else you can read that. Somebody has won, right? You forgot to fill out the form. And I like how she tried to play. She's like, well, if you're somebody, if you fine for somebody to defame, you got to fill out compensatory damages. Thinking that we wouldn't have realized. Like, oh, that means somebody won. Thank you so much for your insightful commentary. I love the joke. Thank you so much. Oh, let me hit Twitter. Let me tweet this out. Let me make the Twitter world come on. Someone has won. Jury forgot to fill out damages. All right, so that's out. That's in the Twitter world. Let's see. Let me answer some questions while we're still here. Did I catch up on super chats? Your super chats are good. Listen. Thank you guys for the super chats, because to be honest with you, that's the way these streams are financed as of right now. It's funny because most of the time I don't really do live streams. I'm a kind of producer, but this is just except for trials. I do live stream trials, but I didn't do Star Wars from the beginning. But thank you guys for being with me today. I know I'm boisterous. I'd be yelling and screaming and all that stuff, and it sometimes go crazy. But it's I try to make this fun because
we just don't know. I mean, this should be relatively quick, I would think, right? For them, if they.
That's Lauren Crimes. They're still trying to tell us what's going on. Listen. So, I don't know if anybody else in the other streams are telling you this stuff, right? Because somebody technically has won. So let me put this: who won, right? Who do you think has won? Here's the poll in the chat. Depp or Heard. We know somebody has won. I don't think that's deniable. I think we know somebody has won. Somebody has won. And let me do this. Since Lauren Crime, their feed was all choppy, I want to go back and let's hear one more time what the judge said. So, are there any chances that Amber might be prosecuted for falsified evidence? It's possible. Oh yeah, it's possible. It's possible. But again, it all depends on, because we're talking about scope, scale, importance, all that type of stuff, and whether the district attorney's office is going to go to its constituents and say, yeah, we're spending $100,000 or $200,000 to prosecute Amber Heard for this, right? They still got to go back to the people and explain why they're prosecuting Amber Heard. And again, there's so much stuff, but it's possible. If she falsified evidence and put that stuff in there, they take that serious. That should be taken care of serious. Thanks for making this case so exciting. Rupert, thanks for your super chat. Hey, Nate, did you make a prediction who won before the feed started? Yes. I haven't had a chance to watch all your coverage. Yes. So my prediction was, just so everybody's clear, my prediction was simple. Johnny Depp will win the first claim. I believe he's going to lose all the other claims, and I believe Amber Heard's going to lose everything else. But at this point now where we're at, I think Johnny's won, right? And the reason why, and again, this is all nonsense. Don't this is nothing technical. I'm not reading any between the lines. I have any secret knowledge. This is the reason why I think Depp has won as of right now. Before we even get to it, when she first got the verdict form, the top stuff, right? You flip through it. Amber's is on the bottom. Johnny's is at the top. She started at the top and was like, hold on, can you come forward? So if she started at the top, that means that she only looked at that first part. And that first part had to have, they forgot to fill out damages, right? Because they found defamatory. Boom. Take it back and fill this out. That's where I think they got. That's where I think they are now. Thank you. And thanks again, Adam, for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. I got some more coming up. I think my editor has lost me. You know who won? They use the word compensatory. Sorry if I misspelled. Yes. All right. So just so we know, somebody has won. The reason why is because you wouldn't be filling out compensatory damages. There is no compensatory damages if nobody's won. So somebody has won. That's why they said compensatory damages is winning, right? There's no need. If there's no winner, there's no need for compensatory damages. Now, we don't know if it's Johnny and we don't know if it's Amber, but someone has won for sure. Because if nobody had won, then there would be no need for compensatory damages. Matter of fact, the verdict form itself said you don't have to fill that part out. Let me show you how deep we get into it, because we've read, for those of you who watch my streams, we've read the jury instructions. I got them pulled up right here. We're gonna look at them right now, just to show you why I'm saying somebody won. But again, I could be wrong. This is me reading tea leaves, but we're gonna look at it right now. Look at this. Let me put this up on stream. So this is the reason why I'm saying somebody has won, right? Nobody else is telling you this, right? I'm telling you this right now. The special verdict form, right? So it gives you the instructions, right? So you fill all this out. Now it says at the bottom here, right? So if answered yes to each subpart of 1A, answer the following questions. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven, right? Actual malice. So then after you go through all these, then complete questions 4 and 5 only. See, it's only. Make sure I get this on screen. Only. only, make sure this is an important word here, only if you answered yes to all of the questions in 1, 2, or 3. So if you found him defamed in any of those, that's the only reason why you answer this. And look what it says. We, the jury, award compensatory damages. So you don't even get to that question if you didn't find defamation. So the fact that the judge said you got to fill this part out, that means we got defamation. $20 super sticker from Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. I really, really appreciate it. And that's what I'm talking about. That's that in-depth legal coverage you come to enjoy, right? Now think about this. So the judges read through all that, found that they found this defamation, and saw this blank. And was like, oh, you forgot to fill this out. But if there was no defamation and the judge saw this blank, then it'd be like, okay, well, she didn't find anybody to be defamed. Cat's out of the bag. Somebody lost. Let me get these super chats. 20 million. We know he lost from Fantastic Beasts. At a job at the minimum. Well, maybe they might go back for like another 20 minutes to discuss damages. Because it's like, oh, we forgot to say how much he should win. Or she should win. Right? We can't sit here and say only Johnny will win. Blue Bowl, the verdict. Yes, we just got blue balled on the verdict. Yes. 20 million, $1. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Blake. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Maximum says uncivil law said this would happen when the jury instructions were read. He said it would lead to exactly what happened. Instructions unclear, both verbal and written. It was pretty bad instructions. It's pretty bad. Nate, been with you since Kyle Rittenhouse. This trial has been almost as crazy. Thanks for covering these trials. Good stuff. Yes. Oh yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse. I took so much heat for Kyle Rittenhouse. People thought I was Rittenhouse crazy. So traditionally twisted, I feel like I'm the first girlfriend again. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like you're the first girlfriend again. Let me reread that. I feel like I'm with my first girlfriend again. Left unfulfilled because we forgot to get protection. Sometimes we take a chance, pull out method, but you're taking a chance either way. In the end, someone will get fed. You keep your enthusiasm. You're the best. Thank you so much. Traditionally twisted. John Drummond says, "I'm glad you're out here doing what you do, Nate. Whenever I want the real talk version of court cases, there you are. Cheers." Thank you, John. Thank you. I appreciate that, John. I really do. I try my best. Is it bad that Johnny's not here? No. How's it going to change anything? If Johnny's here, then what's it going to change, right? He's there watching. Oh, we forgot to fill out compensatory damages. It might be bad now, right? Because they're like, oh, he's not even here. He's got no respect for us. Let's fill out compensatory. Zero. But the thing is, the judges already saw the form, right? They've already found they found defamation. They found defamation. Crazy. It's unanimous. Yes, somebody's been defamed. Yes, it's unanimous. And there's no way it's for Amber. Snake was right. You'll see. Your enthusiasm makes the channel unique. Keep it up. Thank you. $2. Thank you, Brandon. Do you think TMZ knows? Well, listen, you see the reason why I'm coming to my conclusion. First, let me go back to the chat and end this poll, because this poll is a dead poll. 95% thinks Depp has won. 95%, 5% thinks Amber's won. Ooh, we got a nice split in the chat here again too. TMZ, we all know. We all know what happened. Matter of fact, let me see what some of the other lawyers will say. If Amber wins, would the money she receives still be called compensatory? Yeah, it would be called. Yeah. They're compensatory. I think the max for punitive damages is like $350,000. JD not being there is going to hurt the damages amount. It could. If that's possible. Yeah, it could. You're like, he's not there. Love you, Nate. Go Johnny. Thank you, Trisha. I see Trisha. The real Holtz. What's it? Holtzinator? Thanks for your awesome coverage of this and other trials. Thank you. I'm going to have to be doing more live stream trials because I like it. I like getting into it. Question. Does defamation have to be proven in all statements or at least one statement? All right, so this is a good legal question. There are 3 statements. Let me make sure I keep my eye on this. All right, so we're back in the trial. I'm going to put this back on screen. All right, so there are 3 statements. And each one of those statements, you got to find them to be defamatory. So there's 3 statements. Each one is a claim in of itself. So it's not all of them. It's just one of those 3. So if Johnny wins on 1 of 3, then he wins. So that's why they said, look at all those 3. If you went now, I'm assuming they found 1 that was defamatory and didn't find some others defamatory, so they didn't fill out the form because they got confused. And they're like, oh, no, you forgot to fill out the bottom of the form. Go fill that out. How much? So they battle back there. How much are we giving him? Or how much are we giving her? We don't know. I'm assuming it's Johnny, but we don't know. For the reasons that you guys saw before. Super sticker. Thank you, Willie. Thank you. Thanks for the $20. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $4 supers, $5 super sticker, LHH. Forest Man says, do you think cases like this are the basis? Or let me reread that. Do you think the cases like this are biased in favor of women? Yes. Whenever you talk about domestic violence cases, they're going to be biased, just like child custody cases generally, because, and let's just be honest, in 90% or like 80 or 90% of the time, it's the male who's the aggressor. It's just like me going to betting on sporting event, and I say this team wins 90% of the time. It's like, okay, well, that's who I'm going to bet on because it's almost a sure bet. But so I think the bias is inherent because of how lopsided it is with domestic violence. Grammy says, been watching you since you helped G-Man in the hospital and beat him in chess. Yeah, those are good times. Those are good times. Because Depp won, I think he gets $7 million. This clown. This is clown world. Amber's there. Amber's looking sad. She knows. She's got to know. Either the lawyers know or she knows. But somebody's lost in that trial. Thank you for becoming a member. Somebody's lost. Somebody's lost. How long will it take to get those compensatory damages done? I don't know, right? I don't know. It's because don't forget it's got to be unanimous. So they're filling out the form like, oh shoot, we forgot this. How much? Oh, here come the judge. So they back. Here we go. We're going live with it. Let's stop this commentary. Let's get back to what are you saying, Your Honor? So now we're waiting for the jury to get back. Thanks for the thoughtful, enthusiastic analysis. I coach high school mock trial, and I use your videos to help kids understand legal concepts. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, Nate. Love your explanations, and you make me laugh. Thank you. Wow, major super chat, Nate. You're crazy good, man. You're a lot of fun. Love your channel. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Free filler. I broke up with my ex last month. She tried to pulling abuse allegations, filed a protective order, and then went trying to get me fired from my job. She's borderline like Amber. I embarrassed her in court. Judge put a PO on her. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Somebody's won. Who's won? Come on. Give it to us.
Mr. Foreperson, is this the verdict of the jury?
Yes.
All right. Is it unanimous? Yes. Thank you, sir. Jamie?
Here we go. Now, they went and found compensatory damages in like 5 seconds.
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard. 1. As to the statement appearing in the online op-ed entitled, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition, quote, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false. Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp.
What?
Answer, yes.
Johnny,
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes.
Johnny won everything! What?
2, as to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled "A Transformative Moment for Women" in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
Oh!
Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
2 for
question,
2, Johnny,
the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3, as to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled "A Transformative Moment for Women" in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed,
look at Amber, you
Amber
fucking
Heard,
liar.
I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I have the rare vantage point of seeing in the time how institutions protect men accused of abuse. End quote.
Don't say yes one more time.
We find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation. Answer, yes.
Oh!
Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
Oh my God.
Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
Justice. This is what
Question,
justice looks
the
like.
defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard?
This is what it is.
Answer, yes.
This is how it feels when you feel it.
Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice?
That's right.
Answer, yes.
But does he prove that she's a liar? Yes.
As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million.
Oh! And $5 million.
Case number CL 2019-2911. Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp. 1.
It's her claim.
As to this statement, appearing in the April 8, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp? Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no.
She lost her claim!
Statement appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail.
Oh my God, no!
Quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911.
Wow.
End quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
Oh.
Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer, yes.
Oh.
Question, the statement was about Ms. Heard. Answer, yes.
Whoa.
Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false.
Win this one.
Answer, yes.
Okay.
Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven by clear and convincing evidence that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer, yes.
Oh.
3, as to this statement appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail.
Amber 1, claim 2.
We've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no.
So she only won 1 claim. So she won claim 2.
As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
Does either side wish to have the jury poll? Yes, Your Honor.
Amber won $2 million, but she's got to give up 15.
Please answer yes. If this is not your verdict,
threw her
please
vote.
answer no. Juror number 6.
Oh, $13 million.
Juror number 10.
Yes. They polled
Juror
the jury.
number 15.
Polled the jury means they're asking them if
Juror
everybody
number
agrees with
16.
Yes.
Juror number 22. Yes. Juror number 27.
Yes.
Juror number 29.
Yes.
I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial. And I know I speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you.
All right. That's it. Let's see the end. This is the end of it. Let's put the shield back. Here we go. This is the end.
All right.
Oh, they did a good job.
Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award. Okay. I will set this down for entry of an order. And can we do it on June 24th at 10 a.m. if that's available? All right.
Yes,
Mr. Chu, if you could prepare that order and then circulate it to Ms. Bretterhoff, and we can have all the objections noted on it. All right.
We'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. And if I get it before that date, I'll take it off the docket. Okay. All right. Again, thank you to all the attorneys for your professionalism, and you're welcome to come to my courtroom anytime. We'll give me a few weeks, but then you can come anytime. Okay. All right. Court is adjourned.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. All rise. So, Depp has won. So, all right. So, just as some house cleaning, so we all are up on the law. What's going on? All right. So, the jury awarded $10 million in compensatory damages and then $5 million in punitive damages. Now, Virginia's law only allows you $350,000 in compensatory damages. So, they took that $5 million and said, he's only going to get $350,000. So Depp is technically won $10,350,000. $350,000 she can't get over in bankruptcy, and Amber won $2 million, and she lost the Amber won $2 million, and she didn't get any compensatory damages. So essentially, Johnny Depp won $8,350,000. This is a win for Johnny. This is, I don't care what anybody says, this is a win for Johnny, totally, right? That second one with the Waldman statements, they say it was defamatory. I don't know why they threw out $2 million. Maybe that seems to me like in that jury room, a deal was made. Like if somebody in there was like, I think something, I can't just give her a total loss. They're like, oh, you know what? Let's say this one is a win and give her $2 million. Okay, cool. But this guy, Johnny, he wins it all. He won every one of his claims, every single one. Insane. So now you guys know what justice looks like. It looks like this. This is what it is. $2 million pity payment. Nate, you are crazy good, man. You're a loud fun. Love the channel. Thank you so much. So boy, this was insane. This was insane. How are you guys feeling out there? How are you guys feeling? Did we all expected him to win. The $2 million, pity, let's give her $2 million. She's probably going to have to say, because how do you spin this? She's like, oh, well, he defamed me, but at the end of the day, they're going to be like, well, you defamed him, right? They said your sexual assault stuff was lies. They said your abuse stuff was lies. They said all that stuff was lies. But let's see the claim that she actually won on. Let's do this. Let's see the claim that she actually won on. So here's a jury verdict form, and this is what they were reading. So we're looking at, she won claim 2. So let's see what that statement was. All right, quite simply, this is the statement that she won on. Quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt, did not do the trick. Officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage, face, or property. That's true. So Amber and her friend spilled a little wine. This is probably where they get the defamatory statement. She spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, and they got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and their publicist, and placed a second call to 911. So this, all right. So I see where. So that's where. That's where they got it from. That's where they got it from. Oh, sure, Drag. Sorry, let me send you guys out the link. But I am going to sorry. Let me get my brother inside here. Oof. This is crazy. Let me get some people inside here. Nick, I'm sending you the link too if Nick is in the chat. Nick, you can come on up in here too. Check Discord. All right, so let me send it to first my brother. Oops. All right, guys, give me a second. So, wow, this was insane. This was freaking insane. Control B. All right, so you guys check Discord. You guys should definitely have them. And if you guys want to come in, you guys are more than welcome to come in. Let me answer your questions. All right, so let's take this next one. It says, can he go after the Washington Post now? I don't think so. I don't think the Washington Post is going to help you out. I don't think there's any win there for the Washington Post. I think the Washington Post, that's a loser on the Washington Post. Yeah, I don't think it wins this. Oh, super job, Nate. Thank you, Willie Thomas. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, LLH. We read these already. Let me unstart these ones up here. So I know I've read these and taken care of these. Oh, there's a lot. Do you think Cross? Oh yeah, we read this one. I read this one because Johnny, he got more than 7. I think. Oh, I just got it. They gave him his money back. They essentially, that's what they gave him his money back. Because don't forget, $7 million settlement. They gave him $8 million. They essentially gave him his money back. A sick way to do it, and $1 million on top. Thanks for coming a member, Jamie. Thanks for coming a member. How long would it take? Well, we did this one already too. We did this one. Ooh, I read a lot of these. I thought I got to most of these. $4.99. Everything she said is what is meant by abuse. Caught lying on the stand. Yeah. We know that. But one of her claims did survive. Thank you for the super sticker, Gabriel. That one of her claims did survive. How shocked are you guys, though? I really want to see. Are you guys shocked that one of her claims survived? I'm assuming she's going to appeal. Yeah. But it's a crazy verdict, though, right? We're going to give up to lose. It's a crazy little verdict. I don't know. I wasn't expecting this. Can they both receive a full result for compensatory damages? Yes, as we just saw. Thank you for covering this. Love your energy, by the way. My name is Maria, LOL, Tiptoe. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Lawrence says, is AH charitable contributions more mandatory since they were made under the divorce decree. So her charitable donations were mandated because they were made under the divorce decree. Interesting. I think possible, but I think the divorce decree was to give her the money, and then she told everybody she was giving it away. So I don't think the divorce decree was to actually give the money away. Jussie Smollett is now Amber Turd. Facts. I'm glad there's some justice on these false allegations. Don't worry about these people. They've done. Don't worry. But I don't worry about what these people have done to legit victims. Yeah, I think this hurts the victim cause. I think this definitely hurts their victim cause. Because it lets you know that Amber was never really a victim. And I think now people just realize that. Your candid and genuine reactions are priceless. Thank you for everything you. Oh, thank you. She's crying for real now. You gave it look so cold. We're working for 4:30 for the reactions. Thank you. Let me take out some of these because we have read most of these already. Elated. And your reactions are priceless, Nate. You're the right justice. Let me get out of here, people. Captain America Justice is done on this day. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Sassy. Thank you so much. Amber, proven liar. How will this impact ACLU credibility? ACLU, they're a leftist radical organization now. And it's a shame because, I've always considered the ACLU to be of high esteem and high regard. But, it is. Watch him put that $7 million in charities. Well, maybe he will, man. Maybe he will. Well, listen, guys. This was an amazing stream. Matter of fact, I got my boy Nick here. Let me get Nick inside here. Nick,
hello.
How you feeling? What do you think's going on, bro?
I think I like the way you put it. You see justice done, right? I mean, it's like nothing undoes the damage, but he gets to go around and say, hey, look, now we know the truth. There was some horse trading. I agree with you. I think it was horse trading there with the jury. I would point out, so Amber and her friends spilled a little wine, roughed up the place. So it looks like, that's where the $2 million comes from. It seems odd, right? It doesn't seem like it can happen, right? Because if he's telling the truth, if he's vindicated that she'd been lying and setting all this up from the beginning, it seems hard that she can get the win for him, his representative claiming that, right? It's like, he claimed that, but I think you're right. I think you got probably where that came from, but it's that this is how the system works. He's gonna walk away for the most part vindicated. She doesn't walk away with nothing, but I think you called it.
Yeah, Alan's a good question. Is the jury award a pledge or a donation? Right? She's got to donate it to him.
No, they pledged it. It's a pledge. She's pledging to pay Johnny back.
What happens to the money above $350K limit? It's done. They killed it. Does she still have to pay? No, she only has to pay $350,000 above. That's it. Where does it go? So the jury, they can say it's $100 million, but the statutory limit is 10. So if they wanted to give him more money, but the thing about the punitive damages is you have to pay that, right? There's no getting out of that. Compensatory, there's a little, there's some ways to get out of that, but punitive, you gotta give that money up. There's no bankruptcy doesn't get rid of it. None of that stuff gets rid of it. So
what does it mean that they awarded her 0 in punitive? So he gets 10, or he got 5 in punitive. She got 0. Does that tell you anything about like what they were thinking?
What it tells me is that they knew that she wasn't going to get the 2 because the punitive damage she's got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably said, you know what? We're not going to give her any punitive, but we're going to give her compensatory. And then at the end of the day, all right, you pay me my 8, you pay me my 10, I'll pay you your 2. Let's make that even exchange. So that's what's good. But the appeals are coming. So, well, did you expect this outcome?
I thought the chances. I was saying 80% he was gonna make it. You never know what happens when you go before a jury. It looked like he was gonna win to me, but sometimes some member of the jury gloms onto something you didn't see coming. So I was in the like 80%. This is where it was gonna where it was gonna go. How about you? We run a whole bunch of polls, and we knew Johnny was good on the first. The first one, everybody knew that he was going to win. It was the other 2 that were kind of up in the head. Some had, but most people had him losing one of the other 2. He won all 3 of those, so we were expecting a win. The shocker was the Amber Heard win, but I think that was like you're saying, that was horse trading. You know what? I'm gonna give you this one, you give me this one, and we'll all call it a day. So I think that's kind of what happened at the end of that. So, but listen. I right now, unfortunately, have to run, people, because I have some other stuff to do. I want to thank Nick for coming on and sharing this moment with me. Thank you guys in the chat for being so generous with the super chats. And I really, really appreciate it. I'm probably going to do the circuit and run over some other streams. We're going to talk about it a little bit more. You can follow me, Twitter, all these other places. Check out my man Nick on In Time. I'm going to put the link in the description as of right now. So that was going to go down there. So you can click on that and check him out. But thank you guys so much for watching this movie. Thank you for sharing this experience. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'm out of here.